So hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. So today on this video guys, I'll try to explain you what is the Cucumber framework, because nowadays Cucumber framework is quite popular. Lots of different industries are actually using this framework. So after hybrid framework, most of the companies are actually using this Cucumber framework. So what is the Cucumber framework? So this video I'll try to summarize that Cucumber framework in a understandable way, so you guys can understand it quite easily. I try to explain is a layman point of view, so I think it will be more better for you guys to understand the Cucumber framework. So let me start this Cucumber framework. So what is the Cucumber basically? So Cucumber is nothing but a framework which is actually using the Gherkin syntax. So Gherkin syntax in the sense of, so we have some keywords like given, keywords is there, then when keywords is there, then keyword is there, and including that we have some two extra keywords like and but. So what is the given basically? So given like already being predefined, like user is navigating to this URL, so this thing is already being predefined. So for denoting that thing we are using given syntax. When is, like suppose I want to perform some action, like user is going to be click on this button, user is trying to fill in this text field. So for trying to denoting that we are using this when syntax. Then syntax is, it is for assertion, for checking the assertion. Like suppose if user click on the login button, then the home page is going to be displayed. So this is nothing but my assertion. Home page displaying is a assertion. So that thing will denote by then keyword. And but is like a common keyword. Suppose we have multiple when condition, we have multiple then condition, we have multiple given condition. So for that we are going to be use and keyword. And suppose something is there and I want to see the opposite of it, so for that I can use that but keyword. Okay, like then the home page is going to be displayed, but the login page should not be displayed. So I have put the two assertion in a same way, so by using this but keyword. So this is my Gherkin syntax. And also we have some extra kind of syntaxes, like we have scenario outline, uh, scenario outline is there, then we have feature is there. Okay, then we have data table is there, we have example table is there. So these all are some extra syntax. You guys can see that that syntax on that Cucumber official website. Now let me explain the framework part of it. Now, so basically this framework is basically contained by three thing. One is like our POM or page object. So another thing is like our steps. Another thing is our dot feature file. So suppose some feature is I want to use like login feature. So I can use like login test case dot feature. So here our all login test cases will be written in a Gherkin syntax. Then it will be referred to steps. Okay, where that we have some kind of functionalities or some kind of functions we are using by the help of keyword, and that will call that page object functions. So like that only this framework is actually going to be work. Now suppose I have multiple pages. Okay, so but that I have multiple pages like pages 1, pages 2, pages 3, and I have like 2 or 3 steps file, and I have two like home page features. Okay, home page features. So that same thing I can call it via different times. Okay, I can use this thing via different times. So like that only this will be more modular compared to hybrid. So that's why that Cucumber framework is quite popular, and we are telling it is a BDD framework. So here we can pass the data but inside that feature file itself by the help of example table and data table, and that data will be directly use on that different functions inside the steps, and that function will be written inside the our page object or POM classes. So that's why it is called BDD framework guys. And let me show you like how these things actually looks like. So guys, here I have given one example. So see, first we need to create the Maven project. So inside that Maven, we have to add the dependencies. So that dependencies we need to add in pom.xml. So there I need to add that following dependencies like Cucumber, Selenium, Allure. If you are using Allure report, if you are not using, then it is fine. If you are using extend report, then you have to like add that extend dependency for that, and some related plugins. So here, see here, I have added the Cucumber framework thing, and also here like I'm adding the dependencies. So first is like Cucumber Java dependencies I need to add, then Cucumber JUnit dependencies I need to add, Selenium dependencies I need to add here, and here also test ng dependencies I have added. And this build inside that build tag and plugin tag here, that Maven build configuration is there. So our suppose that our project name is cucumber.java, then here run cucumber.java, that I need to include here inside the includes a tag. So explanation in the sense of here, see, like Selenium for browser automation, Cucumber for Cucumber scenarios or executing the Cucumber framework, and Allure and extend report if you are using that. WebDriver manager, that is for manage that browser drivers. For that WebDriver manager we need to add testng. It is optional, we don't need to use the testng if you are using like Cucumber framework. But sometimes for making the group by tag and some other tags, so we can use the testng, we can include it. Okay, after this explanation, I will show you the real-time code inside that our Eclipse ID. So it will be more understandable for like it will be more understandable approach. Okay, so now let me show you the directory structure for this project. So project is like this is our Cucumber framework name, pom.xml, where that all dependencies file will be located. Then inside that SRC we have two types. One is SRC main and SRC test, two folder. Now inside that main, there all source code will be there. Okay, inside the test we have to write that our test script, and when we are executing command map mbn test, on the time only that those cases whatever inside this test folder will be executing. Okay, that's why it is very important. Then inside the test here we have some files. One is resources. Inside the resources we have feature file. So here all test case will be located, guys. Okay, now login dot feature, it actually includes that all feature file. So here main test case will be located, and here some result if you need to see, so that result will be report result will be stored here. Okay, now here we have branch of things, like one is util file. So util file, here you need to add that utils like driver manager utils or some base driver utils, so that those you are using it for more bases, like login utils you can put it here. If you are using log4j2 for that logging purpose, so all utils you can put it here, like a excel reader you can put it here. Basically here we don't need to add that other things like excel and csv, because here we can pass that example table and data table. But sometimes if it is required, then it is a you can put it here also. Then inside the steps we have this feature steps will is here. So here like that steps, whatever feature file we have written, that steps will come here. Then runners, this is the most important thing. So here it is actually useful for running the test script, so that's why here runner is required. Now here I'm actually uh, written some example. See that. So first thing is create a login dot feature inside that feature file resources feature. So this is our feature file login feature, and what is that description for this feature, that we can include here. This feature verifies the login functionality of application. Then we have the scenario is valid login. So first is given time means is it's being already predefined. I navigate to the login page, it is already being predefined. Then when means if I want to doing if I'm doing some action related things, so that comes under when I enter username and password. Then after, if I need to check the assertion part of it, so that's why here then keyword is there. Now see, this is the full scenario for login scenario. Then we have steps definition. So once that login scenario has been written, then we have to write the definition. So these are some packages we need to import. Okay, like driver manager need to import, web driver need to import. So see here, like whatever I have written in top, that I have put it inside the given tag. Similarly, when tag and then I can call that our method, like driver.get method, manage maximize windows method, and here driver.find element method. If you are using page factory or pom, then you can call that here. Okay, and once it is done, then see here I'm checking that assertion part of it, like assert true. So because here we are using Selenium for that, and once it is done, then driver manager dot quit driver. It's a very simple script, guys. So inside that login steps itself we can do it. And if you want to use that page factory or pom, on that time we have to create that another folder here where that page objects would be located. Okay, different pages will be located. So that feature file, it is basically for test case writing, and another will be there, page file will be there where all page locators will be page locators and page action method will be stored there. And our main assertion part and test case writing, everything means test case writing logic and other things will be written inside the steps. Okay, guys. Now here step 6 is there, that is driver manager. So here inside that util we have to call our driver, like web driver. So see here that chrome driver setup we have to do. That is like a basic thing. You can do it inside that Cucumber framework itself. Inside Cucumber framework we have some tags, annotations like background and other things. So there only you can write that on also. And then we have test runner. So this is the most important part of Cucumber test. Without that your Cucumber cases will be not executing. Okay, so here we have to use that following annotation like run with. So here then you have to provide the your Cucumber dot class. Okay, then Cucumber option. So here all option you need to add it, like where your feature file is located, that you need to add it, that's storage location. Then Cucumber glue. So Cucumber glue is basically actually gluing that your steps file and util file and whatever, like page file, that you need to put it here, Cucumber glue. Then we have some plugins. So plugins in the sense of Cucumber plugins, that you need to add it here, some plugins. If you want to add more plugins, then we can add it here. And monochrome and these things, that is for like UI part. And once it is done, then you can call that this Cucumber run test, like whatever name you are giving this one, that method you can create it and you can call that method. Okay, for Allure, if you are want to use Allure, then you can download it and you can use it. And then one how you can run the test inside that your pipeline. In case of for that we have Maven test, and that running the test is ambient test. And now some best practices is, first I have already explained that pom is needed. And then we have to store the data like username password in configuration file if it is possible. If it is not that it is recommended to add it inside the configuration file. But if you want to add inside the data table or example table, then also it is a fine. And before and after hooks, you can use it for setup and tear down. Okay, I already explained that one. Like you can use like at the rate before annotation and after annotation inside the Cucumber, it is there. And once it is done, then you can actually uh, good to go with the Cucumber framework. Now let me show you some code. Then it will be more understandable way. Okay, to get to know this Cucumber framework. So guys, this is our Cucumber demo framework. So this framework, this code just now I have written. So this is very simple, guys. So let me like explain this. So first thing is our pom.xml, guys. So here this is our pom.xml. So inside the pom.xml we have our project name, and then some group id, and then Cucumber name and URL is there, and this is our property. So here our Maven source and Maven target compiler version we are mentioned here. And then we have dependencies. So dependencies, here I have added JUnit, Cucumber Java, Cucumber core. This is not necessary, but still I have added. And then Selenium, and then web driver manager, this is necessary. So if you don't want to like use multiple driver like Chrome driver and all, so you can handle through that web driver manager. Then I have added Cucumber JUnit extension, and once it is done, then before completing the project, I have added the build tag. Inside that build tag, I have added that plugin where that I have mentioned the group ID and artifact ID, and configuration. Here I have added that our like that Cucumber test like Cucumber test Java. This one I have added. Now once it is has it has done, then I need to just run this. Okay, so here I have done one mistake. Here I need to add this runner Java, guys, not this runner Java. Now, so now it is done. It is proper. Now see that our pom.xml is ready. Once you have saved this one, then it will automatically download that respective software from the repo, and it will automatically include here. Then here inside the test Java, here I have created some branch of different like packages. Let me delete the unnecessary packages here. So first package is like dot features. So here I have written that our cases, so this is our login feature. So what this feature actually doing, that here I have mentioned, and what is the scenario, that is valid login, and then that given when and then annotation. Here I have provided the username and password. So this is our login feature. Then I have added the steps, login steps.java. So here I have written that our like all logic. So here I have hard coded all things, but like it is not recommended. You need to do that more modular way. So here that web driver manager that I have added in util file. So here I have added that web driver, and here Chrome driver I actually am calling here, and I am setting that Chrome driver, and this is our driver quit method. So it is pretty much simple. Now here that steps, I have first initialize that web driver, then inside that given annotation, here I am mentioning that our test cases, whatever case I have written here, that similar case I have mentioned here. Then I have created that same name like function, same name method. Okay, and inside that method I have provided that this URL and all, and similarly all that web element and all that I have created added here, and action I have written here only. But it is recommended to create that a separate page file, page object file, and there you need to add this thing. Okay, but it is as I am actually explaining this in a summary way, so that's why I have done this. Now here assistant part, I'm checking the dashboard, that home page dashboard, that I'm checking here. Okay, so this is the steps. Now how this feature file get to know about these steps? So that's why we have runner file, guys. So inside that runner file, here I'm mentioning the Cucumber class and Cucumber options. Like I have provided the feature file location, then I have added the glue, and then plugins, and once it is done, then I just initialize this class. So that's all. Now if I run this one, if I click on here run login dot feature, so it will, it will call that our web driver manager, and it will start executing that our test cases, guys. Let's see. So it navigate that URL, then it actually trying to identifying the locators, but unfortunately it not able to do so. So I think that we have no exception, no such element exception will come. Let me check what is happening here. So see, guys, it started actually scenario health login. Then here it started. So given is actually done. So given annotation is initialized properly, but when annotation is not able to do, because here it is throwing no such element exception, because it's not able to locate it that our XPath, whatever XPath we are defining here. Okay, guys, so that's all about this. Is the very simple, actually very simple uh, like script, test script. So I hope this video is actually helpful for you. Now here I need to change the locators, and then if I start executing it again, so it will definitely be executed. So yeah guys, so that's all about this video. I hope this video is helpful for you. If this video is helpful, please subscribe my channel, help me to grow in YouTube, and please comment down. And thank you, thanks for watching this video guys.